Hi, hello everyone. Good evening to all. So, welcome to the TCS Academy for competition. So, today in this session, I will take you through a very important topic for all the examination point of view, for all the competitive examinations. So, that is Central Finance Commission. So, let us start the discussion. Central Finance Commission. So in this session, we are going to discuss in detail about the Finance Commission of the central government. Okay? Yeah. So, beginning, we are going to understand the introductory part of Finance Commission. So next we are going to discuss the functions of Central Finance Commission and terms of reference for the 15th Finance Commission. Next, we are going to discuss the composition of the Finance Commission, and next we are going to understand the fiscal roadmap, given by the 15th Finance Commission, and then so we are going to analyze the qualifications and disqualifications to be the members of the Finance Commission. And then we are going to discuss the horizontal devolution. Yeah. So these are the topics we are going to discuss. Initially, we are going to understand in detail about the introduction of the Finance Commission and what are the functions of the Finance Commission, basically the terms of reference for the Finance Commission, and what are the specific terms of reference or responsibilities given to 15th Finance Commission, and the composition of the Finance Commission, and what was the fiscal road map that has been suggested by the 15th Finance Commission, and then so qualifications and disqualifications with regard to the members of the Finance Commission, and next we are going to understand the horizontal devolution of the 15th Finance Commission, and finally so we concluding remark. So these are the important topics so that we are going to analyze in detail. So let's begin the session. Okay. So now I request all the participants kindly have an attention here. So the Finance Commission of India. So basically, so we are discussing Central Finance Commission. Central Finance Commission, right? Okay. Central Finance Commission. Yeah. So there are some, so we find there are so many questions on this topic as far as civil service preliminary point of view, and even this topic will be studied under the three heads. We need to analyze the Central Finance Commission, how the Central Finance Commission is the important topic under the economics, static economics. And this particular topic, it is also deal in the polity topic. And there are some questions which are raised under the current affairs, right? Yeah. Central Finance Commission, which can be dealt under the three heads. So as an economy topic, and second as a polity topic, the question may arise in which Indian article this particular Central Finance Commission has been mentioned. Okay, and there are some questions which can be raised under the current affairs with regard to current affairs. Who is the present chairman of 15th Finance Commission? If the question like this, it comes under the current affairs economics question. Okay, so it is a dynamic topic. So because if the question is asked, who is the present the chairman of the 15th Finance Commission, it is a current affairs question. Sometimes what are the terms of reference, especially for the 15th Finance Commission? What are the horizontal devolution that has been recommended by the 15th Finance Commission? So these are the questions which comes under the current affairs in economy. And as per the Article 280 of the Indian Constitution, this particular Central Finance Commission has been constituted. Okay, so if it is the question from the polity, so this might be the question. And there are some static questions on this topic would be raised in all the competitive examination. So when was the Finance Commission constituted? And who was the first chairman of the Finance Commission? So these are the questions which comes under the economy static questions. Yeah. Now, so next let us move on to the very important topic under the Finance Commission of India. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So, Central Finance Commission. Central Finance Finance Commission. Okay. Central Finance Commission. When we study the Central Finance Commission, there are three bodies. So initially, let's understand the Central Finance Commission is a constitutional body. Okay, so there are three types of bodies have been created. As far as Central Finance Commission is concerned, so it is a constitutional body. It is not created by the legislature or the parliament. Okay, so there are the bodies called constitutional bodies. Number one, constitutional bodies. So number two, non-constitutional bodies, and there are some quasi judicial bodies, Okay. As per the constitution, there are some bodies which are created by the president of the country. Most of the commissions and bodies which are created as per the constitution of the country, which will be created normally by the president of the country, especially we are talking about Indian context. And there are some non-constitutional bodies. The non-constitutional bodies are those commissions or bodies which are created by the statute, which are created by the act of parliament. Okay, so those which are considered as non-constitutional bodies and quasi-judicial bodies. Okay, so these are the three types of bodies which are created in our country. So now let's look into some of the constitutional bodies. You take the example of election commission, right? Election commission. So this is the constitutional body which has been created as per the article 324 article. This particular election commission will be constituted by the President of India, right? Okay, so this is the constitutional body. So one more constitutional body, that is Union Public Service Commission. Union Public Service Commission. So this is the body which has been created as per the article 315, as per the article 315 to 323. Okay, as per the article 315 to 323. So these particular articles of the Indian Constitution which talks about the creation of Union Public Service Commission, right? Okay, so accordingly we have the state public service commissions, state public service commission. Okay, state public service commission is also a constitutional body. And finance commission. So currently we are talking about the finance commission. This is also the constitutional body as per the article 280 of the Indian Constitution. This particular body is being constituted by the president of the country. And National Commission on SCs, National Commission on Scheduled Tribes. So these are the constitutional bodies. And next, Controller and Auditor General of India. Controller and Auditor General of India. So this is one position which has been created as per the Constitution. And Attorney General of India, Attorney General of India, Advocate General of India, Attorney General of India, Advocate General of the State, and Special Officer for Linguistic Minority, Special Officer for Linguistic Minorities. Okay. So these are the different types of commissions and bodies which are constituted by the President of India, because these bodies which are created as per the Constitution of India. As I told you, so usually these are the particular bodies, these are the different types of commissions and bodies which have been created as per the Constitution. Is it clear? Yeah. So which are those? Union Public Service Commission and State Public Service Commission, Finance Commission, National Commission on SCs and STs, and Controller and Auditor General of India, Auditor General of India, Controller and Auditor General of India, Advocate General of the State, and Special Officer for Linguistic Minorities. Okay, so these are the different bodies which are created as per the Constitution. So that is why, so usually these are the bodies which will be created by the President of the country. Yeah, yeah. So now just I am giving the introduction to the topic. So we have not yet gone into the topic. So before the commencement of the Finance Commission deep discussion on the topic, so we need to understand these are the important the points. Okay, so these are the important points, so there may be chances of raising the questions from this topic. So that is why. So let's have a look on those constitutional bodies and non-constitutional bodies. Okay. So let's move on to the further that non-constitutional body, right? So non-constitutional body. Yeah. Yeah. Non-constitutional bodies. Okay. Non-constitutional bodies. Okay, non-constitutional bodies. For example, there is a Niti Ayog. There is a Niti Ayog. So this is one of the important the commission which has been created by the statute of the Indian Constitution as per the Act of the Parliament. Niti Ayog is being created. National Development Council and National Human Rights Commission, and even the State Human Rights Commission, and CBI, Central Bureau of Investigation. And so one more important non-constitutional body, so that is Central Vigilance Commission, and Lokpal and Lokayuktas. Okay, Lokayuktas. So these are the different commissions and bodies which have been created by the Act of Parliament, right? By the Act of Parliament. Okay, by the Act of Parliament, several bodies are created by the Government of India. So those bodies which are considered as non-constitutional bodies. Is it clear? Yeah. So let's revise. Niti Aayog, National Development Council, National Human Rights Commission, States Human Rights Commission, Central Bureau of Investigation, Central Vigilance Commission, Lokpal and Lokayuks. Okay, so these are the different bodies which have been created in our country as per the Act of the Parliament. Is it clear? Now, yeah. So I am going in detail because there are some areas where the questions may be raised. So that is the reason why I am going in detail, and kindly bear with me. Yeah. So one more important the topic we need to understand. So that is quasi judicial bodies. Okay. Quasi judicial bodies, right? Judicial bodies. Okay, so which have been created in our country. So the quasi judicial body, it is a non-judicial bodies, right? Quasi judicial body is a non-judicial body. It is an entity such as an arbitration panel or tribunals or boards, which can be a public administrative agencies, right? There are some public administrative agencies to ease of doing business. The central government is creating certain tribunals, so in order to ease of administration, right? So it is a private law entity which has been given the powers and procedures resembling those of a high court, those of a court of law or judge. Okay, and such bodies which are called as quasi judicial bodies. Okay, so for example, National Green Tribunal. National Green Tribunal, it is a quasi judicial body. And Central Information Commission, right? And National Human Rights Commission. So both National Human Rights Commission and State Human Rights Commission, as I told you. So this is both sometimes it acts as a quasi judicial body. Okay, and it is a non-constitutional body also, right? So there are certain tribunals. There are certain tribunals which are created, and even SEBI. It is a Security and Exchange Board of India. So these are the different kinds of the quasi judicial bodies which are created by the government of India, right? As I told you. So these are some of the administrative agencies. Take the example of Securities and Exchange Board of India. It is a regulatory body over the secondary market, right? Yeah. Yeah. So now, let's move on to the very important topic of the day, that is, Central Finance Commission, right? Okay. Central Finance Commission. Central Finance Commission. So in our country, the Finance Commission has been formed. The first Finance Commission Finance Commission has been formed on 22nd November 1951. The first Finance Commission, it has been constituted by the President of the country, okay, on 22nd November 1950, under the chairmanship of K.C. Niyogi, right? K.C. Niyogi was the first chairman for the first Finance Commission. Is it clear? So this will be the question. What is the duration of the first Finance Commission? The Finance Commission of India, it is created for the duration of 5 years. Accordingly, in 1952 to 57. Okay, so this is the duration of first Finance Commission, right? Okay. So usually the questions may be raised in different way. So you need to understand the very important the Central Finance Commission, the first Finance Commission. We have already completed 15 Finance Commissions. So you need to have a look who was the chairman of the first Finance Commission, when it has been constituted, and what is the duration of first Finance Commission. As I told you, the K.C. Niyogi, who was the chairman of the first Finance Commission. Okay, the first Finance Commission, duration of the first Finance Commission was 1952 to 57. The Finance Commission of India, it has been constituted for the 5 years duration, right? For the 5 years duration. Okay, so this is very important. The concept you need to understand very clearly. Yeah, first Finance Commission, it has been constituted by the President on 22nd November 1951. Clear? Yeah. Under the chairmanship of K.C. Niyogi, the first Finance Commission has been constituted for the duration of 5 years. Usually, the Finance Commission, duration of the Finance Commission is 5 years. What was the duration of the first Finance Commission? 1952 to 57. Is it clear? Yeah. So now, as per the under article 280 of the Indian Constitution, right? Indian Constitution. Under the article 280 of the Indian Constitution, so this particular Finance Commission is being created. So that is the reason why we call it as, it is a constitutional body. Most of the constitutional bodies which have been constituted by the President of the country, right? President. President of India will be constituting the Finance Commission. Clear? Yeah. So let's move on to the very important topic of the day, Central Finance Commission, right? What is the purpose for which Finance Commission will be constituted? Clear? Okay. To address the fiscal imbalance. Okay, to address the fiscal imbalance, so this particular Finance Commission will be constituted to address the fiscal imbalance. Okay, to remove or to check the fiscal imbalance. Okay, when the fiscal imbalance, what is fiscal imbalance? The fiscal imbalance, it may be considered as regional imbalances. Okay, the revenue, okay, revenue of the central government and as far as expenditure of the central government. Okay. So there are two types of the fiscal imbalance will be created. Okay. So that is very, very important to check the fiscal imbalance in the government. This particular finance commission will be constituted, right? Yeah. So there are two types of fiscal imbalance. So one is vertical imbalance, vertical fiscal imbalance, right? Vertical fiscal imbalance and horizontal fiscal imbalance. Okay. To address the fiscal imbalance, this particular Central Finance Commission is being constituted in India, right? That is the main purpose, that is the main objective for which the fiscal finance, that was called Central Finance Commission, will be constituted. Clear? Yeah. So there are two types of fiscal imbalances. Okay. Now, when the fiscal imbalance is measured between the two levels of the government, yeah, when the fiscal imbalance is measured between central government and the states, right? When the fiscal imbalance is measured between the two levels of the government, central and state governments. Clear? Okay. So here, when the income of the government of India, income of the government of India, it will be greater than income of the states. Income of the states. Clear? Income of the states. Okay. So by imposing taxes, the revenue that is obtained by the central government, revenue resources of the central government, financial resources of the central government is greater than the financial resources of the state government. It will be very clear. As far as expenditure is concerned, expenditures of the state governments are greater than the expenditures of the central government. Here, expenditure of the states is greater than expenditure of the government of India or the central government. So this is known as vertical fiscal imbalance. Is it clear? Vertical fiscal imbalance. When between the two levels of the government, central and state governments, fiscal imbalance is created, this is known as vertical fiscal imbalance. Clear? Yeah. When the income of the government of India is concerned, when the income of the central government is greater than the income of the states. But as far as expenditures are concerned, the states have more expenditure when compared to the central government. So that led to the fiscal imbalance between the central and state governments, right? So this is known as vertical fiscal imbalance. Yeah? Yeah. So now let's move on to horizontal fiscal imbalance. Horizontal fiscal imbalance, right? Horizontal fiscal imbalance, right? Okay. When the horizontal fiscal imbalance is measured among the governments, say for example, as far as income of the Karnataka government is concerned, Karnataka government, Karnataka states, income of the Karnataka state is less than the income of Maharashtra, right? So this is known as, but expenditures will be same. So there are so many areas where the developmental expenditure could be made by the Karnataka government as well as Maharashtra government. But when compared to the Maharashtra state, the Karnataka government has less tax revenue. Yeah? Okay? So when the tax revenue is less, so whenever the tax revenue is distributed among the states, okay, one state will be getting more tax revenue, other states will be getting the less tax revenue. But almost all the states which have their own expenditure items. Okay, so this is known as the horizontal fiscal imbalance. Is it clear? Yeah. So now the basic important things we need to understand. So thereby we could able to make out any answers from any competitive examinations. Okay, that is the reason why I am going in deep about the topic. Okay, yeah. So now, so we could able to understand little bit about the 15th Finance Commission. Okay, so we understood the first Finance Commission has been constituted under the chairmanship of K.C. Yogi. The duration of the first Finance Commission is 1952 to 57. Finance Commission of India is being constituted for the duration of 5 years. First Finance Commission has been constituted on 22nd November 1951. Okay. The first chairman of the first Finance Commission is K.C. Yogi. Right. Let's understand some of the important concepts as far as 15th Finance Commission is concerned. 15th Finance Commission is being constituted on November 27th, 2017. Clear? On 27th of November 2017, the 15th Finance Commission has been constituted under the chairmanship of N.K. Singh, right? N.K. Singh. N.K. Singh. Okay, under the chairmanship of N.K. Singh, 15th Finance Commission has been constituted on 27th of November 2017. What is the duration of this particular commission? First April 2020 to March 31st 2025. Okay, one financial year, one accounting year. Okay, April 1st to March 31st. So this is the duration of one financial year. Okay, financial year starts from 1st April and ends March 31st. Is it clear? So it is also known as accounting year, financial year. So this is the duration of the 15th Finance Commission for 5 years. Okay, so from 2020 to 2025. This is the duration of 15th Finance Commission. So this 15th Finance Commission duration has been extended. One more year has been extended by the Government of India on the recommendations of the Government of India. President of the country, President of India is extending one more year for the 15th Finance Commission. That is 15th Finance Commission will be giving the recommendation for 2021 to 2026, because there are two reports were submitted by the 15th Finance Commission. The first report, it has been submitted in 2020. So that is called interim report. Okay. First interim report has been submitted for 1 year's duration, 2020-21. Okay. So again, the second report, the second final report has been submitted by the 15th Finance Commission under the chairmanship of N.K. Singh for the duration of 2021 to 2026. Okay. So totally the 6 years for which the 15th Finance Commission has been constituted. Okay. The first interim report of the 15th Finance Commission has been presented in 2020. So that is called interim report for 1 year. Okay. From one financial year, for one financial year, 2020 to 2021. Here, April 1st, 2022, March 31st, 2021. The second and final report has been submitted in 2021 for the duration of 5 years, again 2021 to 26. So that is the reason why the 15th Finance Commission has been constituted for the duration of 6 years. Usually 15th Finance Commission of India will be constituted for the 5 years. But it is not necessarily only the 5 years within which its recommendations will be ended. No. Okay. As per the Government of India. Okay. As per the Government of India thinks fit to extend 1 more year for the particular Finance Commission, that could be done. That would be sent the recommendation to the President of India. Then the President of India will be extending 1 more year. Okay. Is it clear? Yeah. So one more important concept we need to understand regarding the Finance Commission. So we have discussed the Central Finance Commission, right? Okay. Central Finance Commission. This is the Central Finance Commission. Okay. So now let's talk on the State Finance Commission. States Finance Commission. Okay. So State Finance Commission has to be constituted as per the 243I of the Indian Constitution. Okay. Article 243I tells about the governor of the state has to constitute the Finance Commission for the duration of 5 years. Is it clear? Yeah. And as per the article 243Y, right? As per the article 243Y, the Constitution of India states that Finance Commission shall also review the financial position of the municipalities and make recommendations to the governor, and thus the governor will be forwarding those recommendations to the government of each states. So those recommendations of the State Finance Commission will be implemented, and accordingly the devolution of revenue will be taking place between the states and municipalities, and states and town municipalities and city municipalities and BBMPs, etc. Right? Okay. As far as State Finance Commission is concerned, accordingly, as per the Article 243I of the Indian Constitution has mandated that, okay, the State Finance Commission has to be constituted by the governor of the state. That is his responsibility as per the Constitution. So that is why State Finance Commission is also the constitutional body, because there was a mention in the Constitution under the Article 243. It has been under Article 243I. It has been mandated to constitute the State Finance Commission by the governor of the state. Okay, that is one part. As per the Article 243Y of the Indian Constitution, it tells about the State Finance Commission will have a review of the financial position of the municipalities and make recommendations to the governor, and those recommendations will be accepted by the governor, and that would be forwarded to government of state governments to implement. Okay, so this is all about the introduction for the Finance Commission of India, right? So now let me stop here. So we will have a discussion. The remaining the topics of the Finance Commission would be taken up in the second video. Okay, thank you for listening, and kindly advising and requesting all the people of India subscribe my initiatives. Okay, by subscribing my channel and encourage the initiative of the TCS Academy for competition. Thank you very much. Have a good day.